Alright, back to sending more people to prison. And now we gotta send the Brawl people to prison. So, first things first, I gotta get this out of the way now. Oh, that's too big. Let me just lower that a bit. Okay. Alright, here we go. Tripping. Okay, just gotta do that. And then, re-rasterize that. Oh, I messed that up. Hold on. Gotta fix everything. Everything's bad already. I'm sorry. I'm bad at everything. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, okay, so here we go. So, let's see. Tripping. I'm gonna just put that right there. Okay, there we go. And then, move that there. And you don't get it. There. There. You weren't in Brawl. You, and you. Okay, there we go. We got our charges, everybody. They're all charged with tripping. Is this acceptable? Anyway. Okay. One thing I did do real quick from last time, I went ahead and removed a lot of the copied evidence between a couple of characters, because I kind of do want to keep the evidence wholly unique, unless the separate characters in question are the same person, like between Mario and Dr. Mario, Samus and Zero Suit Samus. You can make an argument for the links, but it's whatever. So yeah, so any characters that are missing a bunch of evidence, we can always come back to them. Like, if we think of anything as we go along, we can get it done. But beyond that, though, let's go ahead and just focus on the Brawl characters for today. So, Meta Knight. Meta Knight's done lots of crimes. What is Meta Knight's crime? What would you call the crime of, like, trying to take over Dreamland? Conquest? What's that crime called, exactly? What do we call that crime? Yeah, full-on invasion. Attempted takeover. Like, is there, like... Yeah, like, is there, like, a, like, an actual, like, legal, like, legal term for that? Being too broken. Yeah, like, is there a legal term for... I guess invasion is enough. I really don't like that it keeps doing this. Okay. Invasion. Okay, and then as for Meta Knight's evidence, the first immediate one that I can think of is a sword. Because what does Meta Knight always do whenever Kirby confronts him? Well, usually, assuming he's not being possessed. He always throws Kirby a sword. I spelled invasion right? I think I did. Okay. So here, Kirby, get the sword. Is there like an image specifically of what I'm looking for here? Meta Knight throwing Kirby the sword. Sword, get it. I just need a picture. Oh my goodness. Meta Knight boss fight. Sword. Wow, really? Not a single, like... Okay. Alright, going to my VOD page then. Probably shouldn't be doing this side, though. I should be doing, hold on. I should be using this side. Brawl fan VOD. There we go. Look for my Kirby parts. Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. Here we are. And it was only 3 parts. I can probably skip straight to the ending, and I think that's where I fight Meta Knight. I want to say it is. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, print screen that. And... bop, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. The Get It sword. And I'm gonna just do a little bit of this real quick, just so people know for sure. There we go. Okay. So what is Meta Knight's next piece of evidence against him? Aside from the sword he's always leaving around for people to fight, to duel him with. His mask? Maybe not his mask per se, but like his broken mask. Like a broken piece. Because again, what happens every time you defeat Meta Knight? His mask splits in 2. So maybe like a half of his mask. Meta Knight, broken mask. Trying to get like a... I could just use this for now. This looks like somebody's, yeah, this looks like somebody's model, but I can use it for the time being, because it gets the point across. That's all I really... oops. What did I just do? Because all I need is this. Because I plan on replacing all of these with my own drawings anyway. It's just to get the idea across. There we go. Alright, what next? Both halves as separate items? That's a little boring. His group. The ship itself? Like a picture of his ship? I guess we can do that, that's fine. Picture of Halberd. Not super crazy about this one, but it's a start. Oops. A mirror? Like from... Like from the Amazing Era stuff? Nah, that's Dark Meta Knight stuff. A wheelie since they were powering the ship. Meta Knight's pretty good about not leaving a whole lot of evidence behind. Sometimes. A captain hat? He doesn't wear a hat. Are you heard like the bird guy? Heavy lobster, tattered cape cloth. Yeah, I already got the sword. the parfait that Meta Knight secretly eats every night? Is that a thing? Meta Knight parfait? Is that a thing? Oh, well, there is a Meta Knight themed parfait at Cafe Kirby. You know what? That's a fun reference. Yeah, I'm down for that. He lost his parfait. Therefore, he set out on an invasion. Be a fun little Cafe Kirby reference. Guess he wouldn't be a Kirby character if he didn't like to eat something. The meta point orbs? Ooh, that's a pretty meta pick. Orbs. Or drops. Yeah, meta points. Yeah, I'm down for that. All right, cool. So we're good. We're good on Meta Knight for now. I may come back and change the Halberd one. But I like everything else so far. All right, Pit. What is Pit's crime aside from, you know, eating floor ice cream like a disgusting weirdo? What crimes has Pit committed? Littering? He doesn't litter. He picks stuff off. He eats stuff off the floor. Literacy. Last I checked, not being able to read isn't a crime. Didn't Pit get possessed or something in Uprising? No, that wasn't Pit. Not going to school. He's the captain of the Royal Guard. False advertisement? Flying without a license? Pit himself is not flying. Palutena's the one carrying him. Remember, Pit himself can't fly. Pit doesn't actually control his own movements in the air. That's Palutena guiding him. You know what? I'm just gonna keep this stupid and simple. Why does it keep doing that? Stop it. Oh my goodness, come on. I don't know why it does that to me. Why does it keep resetting like that with a preset? Dude. Let me see if I can try to fix this. Oh my god, come on. I don't know why it, like, keeps resetting my presets here. Is there not a way for me to, like... There we go. Jeez. Well, it keeps messing up my color. There we go. Okay. Finally got that fixed. Okay. Eating. Oh, no, hold on. Presets are still buggy. Eating food off of the floor. Is it a crime? No. Is it disgusting? Yes. I think that's worth jail time, don't you guys? Don't you guys? Underage drinking? We don't actually know how old Pit is. Because Pit is definitely older than most mortals. Like, he's just shaped like a kid. He is an immortal angel. Okay, so what are Pit's evidence? What are Pit's pieces of evidence against him? The floor ice cream? Yeah. Yeah, we should do the floor ice cream for sure. Who dare? Hey, Maple, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm just gonna... Well, I'm almost done sorting out my Pokemon cards.
Hey. I'll give you a screen share so you can watch the shenanigans. We are trying to convict Kid Icarus Pit for crimes.
Oh, what'd he do? He ate off the floor?
Yeah,
sounds like him.
Yep, he ate off the floor. Alright, so Kid Icarus
That's a high check.
floor ice cream.
Floor ice cream gives you hope. So many Pokemon cards, I swear.
Lots of
You guys are
Pokemon
into
cards?
Pokemon card collecting? Oh my goodness, yeah. It's not even my collection. It's my brother's.
Is it interesting?
I decided to do it because I was bothered. You need to separate everything.
Yeah.
It's just my OCD brain kicking in.
I feel ya.
Alright.
Alright. The next of Pit's evidence against him. And again, it doesn't actually have to relate to the crime. An angel feather. Yeah, that's probably easy enough.
I don't know much about this Kid Icarus. I sure do. My brother has a game. What if I should play it?
Uprising is very good. I know
Yeah,
that
that's the game.
Yeah, like, the original ones on NES are, like... I haven't played them myself, so I really can't give, like, I can't really give an opinion on them, but I hear they're stupid hard.
I mean, it is an old game, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Water of Life? Yeah, we could, we can do that. Kid Icarus, Water of Life. Drink of the Gods.
Probably stay on for like an hour or two, then I gotta go cook.
Okay.
Yeah. Family has to eat, so my turn.
Shouldn't the feather apply to Dark Pit? They both have feathers. The Dark Pit's feather is black. The hammer? Ooh, wait, that's a good call. Hold on. Kid Icarus hammer. His mallet, yeah, because the mallet was actually pretty important in the original Kid Icarus games, if I recall correctly. Yeah, not like he's using it for Smash, so of course he'd just drop it. Pit does seem like the kind of guy that would just drop things. Like, he commits a crime and then leaves all of the evidence. Like, so much evidence that you almost wonder if, like if it was planted.
You're talking to the same guy who can't read. So yeah.
A how to read.
Best KO ever.
A how to read for dummies book. How do you read it though? How do you start?
need some education, I swear.
I almost wonder, is there actually... I'm curious, is there actually a How to Read for Dummies book? How to Read for Dummies. There's no way this actually exists. Oh my god, it actually exists. Okay, but it's it's titled Teaching Kids to Read for Dummies. So it's a book for people specifically to teach other people how to read. Okay, cool. That'd be so funny. Teaching kids to read for dummies.
You'd be surprised how many kids cannot read nowadays.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Shame.
Alright, what's the last piece of evidence for Pitt? His sandal. His crown. He has a credit card? What? Wait, Pitt has a credit card? Is a thing?
They have credit cards?
Pitt. See, I don't even know if you're joking or not, just because... Oh my god, he does have a credit card. That actually is a thing.
He does.
It was in the original games.
Way.
It was in the original games. Okay, fair
Oh
enough.
my gosh.
He dropped...
But he can't read!
But here, let's just say, he dropped his credit card, and that's why he's eating food off the floor, because he can't buy any food. So he's forced to resort to eating it off the floor. Okay. Alright, so what of the myriad of Dark Pit's crimes do we use here?
Identity theft.
He never really tried to steal Pit's identity.
Yeah.
It wasn't Dark Pit wasn't really asked to be born, per se. Identity fraud. He also never really pretended to be Pit, either.
He was supposed to appear evil within, like, some sort of mirror burp, right?
Yeah, because Pit was trying to destroy a mirror, and during his attempt, he accidentally created Dark Pit. Being too edgy. Who are we on now? Dark Pit. Evil. Well, not really evil Pit, just edgy Pit. Because Dark Pit really isn't evil.
His name is Patu!
Yeah, Patu. Even though he hates the name.
Too bad that's his name.
Making Mabel choke. Yeah, so what is Dark Pit's crime? Treason, betrayal. Well, Dark Pit currently works for Verity. Okay, you actually could probably use the flying without a license joke for Dark Pit. Because at first, he is able to fly on his own. But then when he loses Pandora's powers, yeah, then he is then forced to rely on Goddess powers to fly. Wait, no, I got it. Because he's working for Verity. Frick. Accessory to genocide.
Oh my gosh.
Because what is Verity trying to do? Kill all humans. So, like... Alright, so now what are Dark Pit's, Let me know quick. Excuse me. Yeah, so a black feather could be good for Dark Pit. Black angel feather.
I should really get into the Kid Icarus series. It sounds a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a reason why so many people really want to see Uprising be given like a switchboard or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's great gameplay, great story, great writing, great characters. The Mirror Shard? Yeah, that makes sense. What was the name of the meter in Kid... Yeah, so Kid Icarus... Mirror. What was the name of it? Yeah, Mirror of Truth. Mirror of Truth. Yeah. Here we go. Because here was the exact scene where Dark Pit was born. So we can use, like, these mirror shards here, specifically.
Oops.
Happy birthday, Dark Pit. Glass shatters. What are some of, like, the Dark Pit weapons, aside from his staff? Because he does have a... Here, I can look this up. Kid Icarus, Uprising, Dark Pit weapons. Because he has his staff, but he uses that for his final smash. Does he have any other, like, specific weapons, like, associated with him specifically? Let me say. Pandora Claws, First Blade, Easy Cannon, and Ogre Club. We can make the Pandora Claws one of them. Did not know that would come out as an emote. What are you talking about? Easy. Lance. I'm trying to remember what else in the game that Dark Pit was directly, like, involved with. Thorny Vine from the Reset Bomb. The opposite of floor ice cream, ceiling ice cream? Huh? Hot spring water. Dark Side Fighter Helmet from the Versus mode? Huh? You know what? You know what's funny to think about, actually? Considering that Pit and Dark Pit technically are the same person, what are the odds that Dark Pit also eats floor ice cream?
I mean, not impossible, so...
Because, again, Dark Pit is literally a clone of Pit. They're the same person. They're just just opposites is all because of the mirror. Chocolate floor. Okay, hold on. I need to see like the list of foods. Oh, Kid Icarus Uprising food. What are the list of foods in the game? Okay, well first off, here's the actual graphic for the floor ice cream. So let me use that instead of this random one that I found. I wonder if Dark Pit has like any weird trivia about it. Let me see here. So I should be looking at other like more weird trivia stuff. Kind of like how Meta Knight likes eating parfait. Why did the mirror make Pit the opposite instead of the same? It's like a very kind of basic that's a very basic kind of like fiction thing where there's like a mirror that shows like your dark self or whatever. His trivia really isn't showing anything interesting. Oh, but here's a funny little tidbit. So in French and Italian, instead of calling him Pitou, they call him Tip. Tip. Which is Pit spelled backwards. Honestly, Tip is kind of a lot funnier. Though Pitou still has, its own just funny little nuance to it. I wish we had like an idea of like what Pitou's favorite food is. But oh well. All right, we're just gonna move on for now. We'll try to come up with more for Pitou later. All right, Zero Suit Samus. So of course we already have genocide and animal endangerment for normal Samus, but that's not the end of her crime. Certainly there's more crimes that Samus has committed, right? What are more charges that we can put specifically on Samus? I know at the very least, we can do this. Metroid.
Indecent exposure. Oh, Lord.
She's not actually exposed, though. Trying to find like a good image, because I know one piece of evidence that could at least be used are the missing pieces of her power suit. I know one piece of evidence that could at least be used are the missing pieces of her power suit. which could very well, you know, as a reference to like, you know, said items in Smash Bros. Brawl back when Samus was actually a transform character.
Public indecency? She's not naked, guys.
Like being in a skin tight suit is not the same as being naked. Come on. Metroid broken power suit. Oh my goodness, are there really like no good images on Google of just like the pieces of the suit by itself? Come on. Alright, no idea. Models resource.
What am I doing? I should put some zip on my head.
What up?
Oh no, I'm just talking to myself.
Lee. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Let's see. SS trophies, Pokemon, enemies, bosses, items. Surely.
Completely off topic. Do you collect Pokemon cards every day?
Not anymore now. I used to when I was younger. Like I started doing it a little bit back in college, but like then I kind of just I ended up not really keeping up with it.
Honestly, save yourself the trouble because it is so hard now.
Yeah.
Okay, this has.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you, Models Resource. Bop. This.
Samus T, Posey.
That's a maniac. Thank you for the 699. Colonel, Samus took her clothes off. That's cringe, Snake. Alright, so yeah, so the broken pieces of her armor.
These were just. I do miss the Brodies. Not the tripping mechanic though. Cause
Sorry?
frick that. No, I hate the tripping mechanic. I don't know whose bright idea was to like, hey, what if we make the characters trip midway in battle?
Well, I mean, it had to have been, like, at least partially Sakurai's.
I
Yeah,
know, but I'm glad they got rid of it because it was so annoying.
Desertion, poaching. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. How do you say this name? Madrugate Contour? Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, what's it called when you, like... Yeah, when you go to, like, ancient, like, whatevers and steal, like, yeah, like their artifacts or whatever within them. What's that called? Tomb raiding? Yeah. Is there like an illegal term for it though? Being the British Museum? Fair. Archaeological looting. Or simply grave robbing. I'm down for this one myself. There we go. Alright, so what potential 2 more pieces of evidence that we need to convict Samus of her crimes? Zero's to Samus specifically. Of course, because of course we have 2 that match normal Samus, but again, it's the same person, so it's whatever there. I'm trying to think of other things that could like. Something from one of the Chozo statues. Here's an idea. Hold on. What was the power-up in Zero Mission that you were trying to get as Zero's at Samus, but the space pirates kept moving it around? It was one of the bomb power-ups. Metroid Zero Mission. Was it the power bomb? Yeah, it was the power bomb. Yeah. I'm gonna have the power bomb be one as a reference to the item that she's trying to collect in Metroid Zero Mission. Well, she's not using it for Smash. She has, like, the normal little bombs, but not the power bomb. Okay, one more piece of evidence against Samus. Robo Ridley's head? Green hair dye? That's funny. Joins immediately sees accessory to genocide. I mean, he is! He literally joined Viridi's Steel. The blaster, but she's carrying that. The baby. The baby's not there anymore. Collectibles in the Prime series? What are the collectibles in the Prime series? Oh wait, is that not just more like missile tanks, energy tanks, and all that such? I mean, I guess we could do one of those. Not like she can use it when she's Zero Suit. Yeah, we can do a missile tank expansion. That's fine. All right. Nice and simple. Okay. So we just write down all of the crimes for Wario, right?
Warrior? Oh my goodness. Do we have to start with
Warrior's
this man?
crimes, all of them. That's all I'm putting.
All of them.
All
but
of
I
them.
feel like tax
he has
evasion
committed
would be one of
every
them.
crime possible.
It's so funny.
He has committed
But I feel like his
every
number
crime.
Yeah, his number one would be tax invasion, though. Just look at this man.
All of them. He has committed every crime.
It
So,
is so funny.
what is the myriad of evidence that we can put onto Wario? Driving without a license.
Does he? Yeah, that's true. Does he even have a driver's license? 'Cause he has a
Probably
motorcycle.
not. I wouldn't put it past
Okay.
him. Probably not. Yeah, like eating garlic, yeah. Oreo. Garlic. Wario's committed all of the crimes. Every single one. Mans has Mans has all of the warrants out for his arrest. Coins? So here's kind of the funny thing about that. That implies that Wario would leave coins behind. As much of a klutz Wario is, I don't see him dropping any coins and leaving anything behind.
No, he's too goofy for that.
Yeah. What are things that Wario wouldn't care if he dropped them?
His goggles? Like his goggles on his head?
Well, if he's wearing them, probably not. Like, we don't want stuff that they're actively wearing, or at the very least, if they are stuff that they're wearing, they have to have for sure, like, duplicates. Like, I have, Mario's glove and Mario's shoe up here, but that's a reference to Luigi's Mansion. Because we see, like, Luigi finds a glove and a shoe, and even his hat. But then when he finds Mario, he's still wearing them, so he brought extras. That's a good one, an empty treasure chest. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Wario treasure chest. There we go. And I'm gonna put a little note over it. Empty. Maybe I should not make that green. I'll just make it blue, maybe? There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like, what are things that Wario would for sure leave behind? The bucket from Mario and Wario? That's a good one. Yeah, because that is his bucket. His nasty fingerprints are all over that. But he wears gloves. Wario is so nasty, his fingerprint grease goes through the gloves.
Ew! Gosh, no wonder why I hate this dude.
Yeah. It's like, wash your hands!
I betcha he does not.
A pirated cop, yeah, like, because we know for a lot of his games, he does kind of just okay, hold on. Yeah, we gotta have some kind of reference to WarioWare somewhere. Let's see. WarioWare. How do I type this in? Let me see. Wario's stolen game. I guess it could just be a copy of one of Wario's own video games, I guess. But that's the best I can think of at the immediate moment. Because I guess technically he doesn't steal video games. He tricks his friends, quote unquote, into making the games for him and then doesn't even pay them. He has other people make the games and then takes all the credit and all the cash.
So he's a fraud.
Yes, again, he's committed all of the crimes. Every single
That's
one.
True. True.
Yeah, if you list a crime, I promise you Wario has committed it. The deed to the moon? He does own the moon according to the 100% ending of Mario Land, Super Mario Land 3? It's a thing.
We are gonna steal the moon!
The crown that turned out to be a toilet. I'm curious about that one. The deed to the... I'm curious about that one. Wario... Deed to the moon. There's a Crescent Moon Village. I'm not finding anything about a deed to the moon, though. Telnet. Let's see, Telnet. Device that he used in Master of Disguise. Interesting. Yeah, why not? Keep it simple. I'm sure there's tons of stuff that I'm sure there's like millions more pieces of evidence against Wario for everything, but that's good for now. Alright. Solid Snake.
I don't know much, but I know he's done several.
Yeah. Solid Snake has definitely committed some crimes. Usually war-related ones, I imagine. Yeah, espionage is probably the easiest way to go, though. Yeah, espionage is like the most obvious one, but clearly the best one. So what are the pieces of evidence against Solid Snake? And no, we can't use cigarettes. This is a game for good boys and girls, after all. The box, yeah, cardboard box. Gotta use his cardboard box. Rations. What's a dud mine? Yeah, the rations are a pretty easy one, I think. Like, what are some common stuff that in the Metal Gear games that the player might drop if their inventory is too full? Oh, you know, okay, actually, Highland guy, you just took my idea. Yeah, I was about to say a key card. EMP? The PS1 controller cable? That's funny and I love it. Now, would they actually put in specifically the PS1 one in there? Probably not. But I feel like just a cable, like a controller cable of some kind, that's a pretty... No, actually, no, it doesn't even need to be specifically a PS1 one. It could be a GameCube controller cable. Because there was the GameCube remake of the first game. We had to do the same thing. He killed Big Brawl. Hairspray. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, where he killed Big Boss with hairspray and a flamethrower.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Just gonna grab this. Yeah, Snake does have kind of a mullet, so you know he probably has to kind of he probably has to take care of his hair a little bit. Cool. All right. All right. In which case, speaking of crimes, Ike. What is Ike's crime?
I don't know much about this Fire Emblem.
War crimes. I don't know about war crimes per se. So I've played Path of Radiance. I started Radiant Dawn. I have not finished it yet though. And I'm not far enough into I didn't get far enough into the game to see Ike. He is a mercenary. But like, I mean, I killed a goddess. Okay, cool. So did half this list. Half this. Yeah. Let's see who has killed a god of some kind on this list. Mario has. Link certainly has. Probably, maybe. Kirby's killed multiple gods.
Oh yeah, Kirby. Yeah.
I think Fox has killed a god. Pikachu can KO a god if you fight Arceus.
Did Ness kill a god? Would Gygus be a god?
Sorry?
Would Gygus consider be a god? I don't know.
That's hard to say. Gygus is like an
alien. I know, it's hard
more.
To say.
Yeah, Gygus is an alien more so. Yeah, Luigi has helped Mario kill a god. Jigglypuff can also fight Arceus. Has Peach directly fought a god herself? I don't know. Daisy, I don't know. Bowser has definitely fought a god. Sheik and Zelda have both technically helped in that regard, to a degree. Maybe not Sheik per se. A Zelda has. Dr. Mario's the same. Pichu can fight Arceus. Falco technically didn't. If you're a Fire Emblem character, you have fought a god in some way. I don't know about Ganondorf. Watch. Meta Knight has fought gods. Pit has definitely fought gods. Same as Arc Pit. Yeah, a good chunk of these characters have fought a god in some way. But as for Ike's crimes, Ganon fought God. Yeah, I guess he did. Yeah, you're right. True. I do remember in the early chapters of Path of Radiance, he disobeyed his father's orders and recklessly went into missions without permission. I feel like out of all the Fire Emblem characters, Ike is the most likely to commit some kind of crime. I forgot I put promoting emulation on Roy.
I know nothing about Ike either. It's kind of sad.
We could do court-martial, actually, because there have been multiple times where he's disobeyed like orders from his superiors. So yeah, so court-martial. Alright, so what are the pieces of evidence against Ike? Let me think here. What was Ike's starting weapon? Because Ike did not get Graham immediately. He had to use other weapons. Fire Emblem Ike.
I fight for my friends.
We could just give him an iron sword as a piece of evidence, because that was his starting weapon. Except before he eventually got Graham. Or Grail, whatever it was called. The Vulnerary, but nah, I'm gonna try to keep them separated if I can. What is... It's hard. A personal sword of Ike, which he initially wields as a weapon of choice in Radiant Dawn. It's a fairly potent weapon with its high might and equivalent to a silver sword. No, wait, I'm sorry. I completely botched the name of the weapon. It's Ragnall. Ragnall is his weapon. Okay. So It's Hard is the weapon that he uses until he gets Ragnell back. So you know what? I'm going to actually remove the Iron Sword and just put Itard down. This guy. Because this is his weapon of choice in Path of Radiance up until he gets Ragnell back. The Black Knight's helmet. Oh, gods. Does he have any accessories in his with his variants in the mobile games? I am taking a look. I am taking me a look-see here. He had an evil variant? Because of course he did. Because of course he did. He also had a baby variant, where he teamed up with his sister Mist. As babies. As toddlers. As infants. Ike's probably another one that we're just going to have to come back to, I think. Because I can't immediately think of anything else that Ike would generally have. Because Ike is definitely kind of one of those guys that doesn't really carry a lot on him. And I forget if he had anything in particular that was like... sentimental to him that he could potentially drop. Ragnell? He fights with Ragnell. Why would he drop Were there two Ragnells? It's a holy sword. Alright, we're going to skip Ike for now. We'll come back to him later. Alright, the Pokemon Trainer. And I think for this case, I have it set up like this specifically, so I can use this as for future stuff as well. But I think the Pokemon Trainer is just going to have like 5 pieces of evidence across all 3 Pokemon. So what is Pokemon Trainer Red's crimes? What crime has he committed? Doping? You okay?
Hey! Yeah, I'm just sneezing. That's how I sneeze.
Poaching.
Animal abuse.
Animal abuse. Illegal animal fight? It's not illegal. Pokemon battling is very legal in his world. Unauthorized Pokemon battles, they are not unauthorized.
I'm breaking and entering, I don't know.
Breaking and entering?
Because you could technically enter in anyone's house if you think about it.
Yeah, but they let you in. If they don't want you entering, they just lock their door.
Nobody locks, like, their doors nowadays.
Well, nowadays they do, considering how few buildings you can actually enter in Pokemon games these days. Everyone's locking their doors now. Adventuring without a parental guardian? He's 10. He's an adult.
I mean, look at Ash. He's been doing it for almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
And he's still 10.
He's been 10 for 2 decades.
Don't ask me how that logic works, but you know, it works.
Trespassing. Okay, well, I think the first starting at least piece of evidence that I can immediately think of anyway. Let me see here. That's not quite right. Wait, you're right. He does take place. He can participate with in illegal gambling. I'll do that. Illegal underage gambling. There we go. Now, as for his pieces of evidence, first immediate one I could think of is like a broken Pokeball. Because people drop their stuff all the time on the ground. I'm trying to find like a good picture of one though. The coin case? That's funny. I kind of like that, actually. Here we go. Yeah, so an open Pokeball. The coin case is funny. I'll do that. That's what the coin case looks like? Okay, whatever. I never actually thought about what the coin case looked like. Badges. He like dropped a badge. That's funny. Pokemon badges. Like one or a couple of the badges, sure. I mean, he's already defeated the Indigo Plateau. It's not like he needs them anymore. Just bragging rights at this point. Pokedex. I like rare candies. That's fun. Like, did we already give rare candy to other Pokemon? Let me see. I don't think we did. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna get ahead of myself here. What are some potential held items that Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard can have, depending on like events and such? Let me see. Pokemon Squirtle. The Poke Doll? Okay, Squirtle gets nothing. Ivysaur also gets nothing. Charizard has been in thousands of events. Surely Charizard gets something. No, not really. Yeah, I was just thinking that too, actually. Yeah, the Charizardite X. Because we know Red has it. He's just not using it for some sad reason.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
But I want him to have it.
I know, but he doesn't need it. If you think about it, he's pretty good as it is.
All right, the Charizardite X. And then yeah, I like the Poké Doll. We can do the Poké Doll. Here we go. Okay, Redwood's easy. Okay, so next up is Diddy Kong. What is Diddy Kong's crimes? Possession of illegal firearm?
Probably.
I kind of like that. Possession of illegal firearm. Did I spell these words right? I think I did. So, of course, one immediate piece of evidence against Diddy Kong are peanut shells. Bananas. We did already give that to DK, though I don't see why Diddy Kong wouldn't also have it, I suppose. They are both monkeys. Monkeys. Balloons. Trying to think of what else Diddy Kong would be. Kong barrel, cartwheel. A letter of Kong that you collect in the games. Actually, no. A DK coin. Because wasn't... The DK coins were introduced in Donkey Kong Country 2, right? They weren't in 1? And 2 was the one where Diddy Kong was the main character? Yeah. Either the DK coin or... There was another kind of coin, if I recall. Hold on, let me pull up my, my playthrough of, Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Conquest. The tokens, yeah. There were tokens. Banana coins, there's that too. I'm gonna do banana coins, specifically. Donkey Kong banana coin. Here we go. So what else that would incriminate Diddy Kong? Weapon build. Oh right, Diddy Kong Racing. That was a whole thing, wasn't it? What are some stuff from Diddy Kong Racing that I could use? The weapon balloons? What are those? They were in Diddy Kong Racing. Okay. Hold on. Gold and silver balloons, egg, silver coin, a key, weapon balloons. Yeah, I guess we can do weapon balloons, that's fine. Something, you know, fun little reference to Diddy Kong Racing specifically. Alright, and one more piece of evidence against Diddy Kong. Did he uses a realistic gun in the beta version of Donkey Kong 64? I'm sure he did. What else? Orange grenade? Was that a weapon that Diddy Kong... Here, let me do this. Donkey Kong Country 64 Diddy's weapons. Or Diddy's powers, I should say. Diddy's abilities. Chimpy Charge, the Rocket Barrel Boost, and Simian Spring. Well, those are base stuff, though. You know what? I think we can just use the Rocket Barrel, specifically. Considering how often they explode, I assume he has multiples at this rate. Okay. Maple. What is Lucas's crime? What crimes has Lucas committed?
Let me, hold on. I need to review Mother 3 for a second. Technically went against the government, so he's a rebellious kid. I don't blame him. Because of considering what Porky did.
Illegally entering a nightclub? I don't know. Wait, no.
Yeah, he technically did that.
Well,
he technically did that. He like put on a whole disguise on
yeah,
Bonnie.
Yeah, like what would that be called? Taking an animal onto property where animals aren't allowed onto. What's that called?
Is it I don't know.
Animal trespassing?
Yeah?
Hold on. Crime
Sure.
where you bring an animal to a place where they're not allowed. No, it's still just called criminal trespass.
Yeah, you can technically say that.
Okay. Criminal trespass.
Cause yeah, I know, he technically did kill off, like, amalgamation of animals, like, chimeras and stuff, but it wasn't by choice, so that was more like defense.
Yeah, like, that was more
so
like...
he can't really say, yeah, you can't really say he's a murderer.
Self-defense, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, evidence against Lucas. What are some weapons that he can get, weapons or armor that he can use in Mother 3 that he doesn't have shown in the movesets of Smash? Lucas.
Broken stick? A sunflower? Franklin? No, Franklin Bash, he keeps on.
Sunflower. How fucked up would the dinosaur tooth be?
Oh, God! Oh, I mean... Didn't his father carry that and not him?
Yeah, true. That was more of his father. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. It's like,
he could technically drop his brother's shoe because he technically did drop it in the beginning of the game.
Oh no!
I'm so bad. Okay, I'm so bad.
The mythical stick.
Or his mother's piece of clothing. It's too dark, man. Mother 3 is too dark.
Phoenix Wright finds evidence, begins crying.
Oh gosh.
Also, I misspelled criminal there. Hold on. Criminal. I just wrote criminal. Oops. Trespass. There we go. Criminal trespass. Oops. Wait! The doorknob!
Oh, yeah! Yes, the doorknob! Yes, I agree.
The doorknob! It's so funny.
The doorknob! I totally forgot about that stupid thing.
this dumb random thing in the game that changes nothing except just a couple of random, like, unconsequential side quests. Well, not side quests, just random...
Yep.
But it's a bunch of random, like, unconsequential stuff. So funny, the doorknob.
He's not gonna drop Pony.
Don't drop the dog. You pet the dog, you don't drop the dog. Okay. So going back to his equipment.
There's a lot.
Yeah. We could probably just use like a broken stick. Because even though he has a stick in his moveset, like, it's a stick. Like...
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like, yeah, you could basically pick it off the ground if you want.
Here we go. A broken stick. Okay. What else is there that he can use? Charms, clothing, pendants.
Franklin Badge. The reason why I say Franklin Badge. He could drop it for a reason.
Well, it's also an item in the game too, so...
I know! It's a very important item in the game for a reason.
Yeah.
Just... He could drop afraid just because he doesn't want to be reminded, like, nah.
Sag. A DCMC
Happy box?
hat. Sorry?
Oh, no, nothing. Oh, a DCMC hat would be good.
Yeah, the DCMC hat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrible image of it. Hold on. I mean, I don't know where else I'm going to find a better hat. Like a better image of it. Mother 3 DCMC hat.
Or, you know, the McGypsy's pendants.
The Gypsy's pen. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mementos. Because what
Yeah,
they
they're
leave,
mementos.
what they leave behind? Lipstick and razors. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Several stuff. Technically, the rope stick is a living thing, so it could just crawl off if it wanted to. He also has a loud mouth.
But he's always carrying it on him, so.
True.
Yeah, the Mad Gypsies. I have to kind of wonder though, considering the word, I guess the word gypsy is considered a slur these days. Like.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, do you think that they'd probably get renamed to something else?
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they need to revamp if they ever to like localize Mother 3. For example, the Batman theme, because they would get copyright strike like instantly.
They probably would, yeah, for sure.
Other than that, maybe I feel like polishing up, like making sure like everything's okay, but I don't see a reason to like change the entire story.
Yeah.
Because that's not what Mother 3 is about. There's a reason why it's the most lovable franchise. People cry about it.
The Egg of Light?
Oh, Egg of Light is hard. I don't think that's an important item.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of odd if you dropped that.
And I guess that would be more of a Kumatora slash.
Yeah, that's more
thing.
Kumatora. You know when he pulls the needle out the ground, what is but then he leaves something in it. What is that?
Wait, the mole cricket brother. He dropped the mole cricket. Lucas.
Yeah, you could leave it.
Lucas, you dropped the mole cricket.
Oh yeah, that cricket will definitely rat him out. It's like, yeah, I can give you information.
Yeah, let me just like find an actual. That's kind of gross though. I don't want to gross any of you guys out. Here, I'll just use the like the in-game like battle sprite of the mole cricket instead. There we go. The mole cricket brother. All right, one more thing. What are some of the most common drops from enemies that maybe something like you get from an enemy that you're willing to like keep dropping on the ground for other stuff, considering the limited inventory? Because we had that same idea for Ness with cookies. So what's a common drop in Mother 3? that you tend to, like, leave on the ground. Nuts, nut bread. Could also just do a plate of omelets. Is that an item that we can actually have in the game? Probably not, actually, considering that it's an item we have to actually, like, name off ourselves. Because it can technically be whatever we want, but omelet is the canon,
Apologies, I went to get banana bread.
The banana bread?
Yeah.
Where do you see banana bread?
No. I'm saying I actually got banana bread.
Oh, gotcha. Oops.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So what else are we doing?
I'm trying to think of one more like thing for Lucas to drop.
How about a nut bread?
Nut bread? There's a couple of people are saying. Okay, yeah, we can do nut bread. That's fine.
Yeah, isn't it a common item that enemy drops?
Yeah. Okay. Nut bread.
Fine, because I'm eating banana bread. Mom made it yesterday, so I'm eating it. Also, remember to take your flu shot, guys. It is the flu season.
Yeah, be sure to get your vaccinations.
I already did, and then I got a cold the next day. I love it.
Alrighty, Sonic. What is Sonic's crimes? And no, I'm not accepting.
Okay.
I'm not accepting speeding.
No, that's way too easy. Come on.
That's boring.
That's boring.
Streaking. I hate it here. Jaywalking, hit and run. I like hit and run. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, he would definitely do that. He would hit something and then run.
I like hit and run. Alright, so what are some of Sonic's evidence against him? I think rings is a pretty obvious one.
His shoe? No.
Chili dogs? Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Sonic.
Oh, yeah!
Sonic ring. Yeah, so one of his rings. A chili dog. Here come all the Sonic nerds in the chat, because everyone knows Sonic, but no one knows Fire Emblem. You guys are all losers.
I know a little bit of Fire Emblem, but only for, like, a Coin and Robin timeline. I don't know about the rest, though. I'm such a nerd.
That's a huge image of a chili dog area. Wisp container, spare spring, broken robot parts, the emeralds themselves. It'd be kind of awkward to use his final smash if Phoenix Wright's carrying one of the emeralds. The Soap shoes. Shadow? Just find Shadow? A broken monitor. Yeah, we can do a broken monitor. Sonic. Broken monitor.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, here we go. Goal signpost. Let me just leave behind Caliburn. I don't need this anymore. Quills. The soap shoes. Time zones again. The flame ring. Oh, actually, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, one of the power-up items from one of the previous games. The magic hand. What else was there? There's the bounce bracelet. Cause I'm kind of sad that Sonic doesn't have his bounce attack or something like that in his moveset. Would've been fun. Flicky.
Alright, so I'm gonna be heading out here, guys. It was nice joining you for a bit. My brother got food and I gotta cook afterwards, so...
Alrighty, Maple. You have yourself a good day, then.
Alright, see ya. See ya, Chuck. See ya, BJ.
Later. I thought his moveset was fun. It is fun. I think his moveset is still a lot of fun. Doesn't mean I can't still nitpick it a little bit. Never said it wasn't fun. Just saying I would have liked to have seen Sonic bounce around a little more. Just piss people off even more. Make it even harder to catch the guy. The 06 gems. The less we talk about 06, the better. A Wisp capsule. We really don't need a Wisp capsule if we already have a monitor. Master Emerald? I'm fairly certain that'd be connecting Knuckles to Knuckles more. The sad thing in Sonic Adventure 1, a lot of his power-ups were relegated to like these beams of light. I think like the one actual physical thing he got was the blue bracelets, which kind of is already like this ring. So, Homo Chow. Actually, no. I kind of like just a Chow. Because how many Sonic games have you having to find Lost Chow? So I wouldn't mind doing just a Chow. Like just a missing Chow. hit and run and child abandonment? Sonic, you're going to super jail. Alright, DDD, what are your crimes? Food theft, I think, is his biggest one at this point. Yeah, food theft. What happened here? Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. Something messed up somewhere. Let me do this real quick. Oh, that was the second sword. Okay. Alright. Oh, pop. There we go. Okay. Fixed. Yeah, I think food theft is kind of like the biggest crime that I think DDD has really actually committed. Abuse of power is another pretty good one too, though. That one's actually, though that one also is kind of debatable for the games, but in the anime, sure, but I'm gonna go with food theft. All right, so what are some of the evidence to connect King DDD to the crime? His mask? I guess it depends on how many masks he has. Because he does use it in his final smash. We could just do the mask, that's fine. Food, yeah, food's a pretty easy one. DDD, mask. Oh, it fits right in. Nice. Kirby. Food. What did we have under Kirby specifically? Let me see. Oh, we never actually finished Kirby, did we? Well, Kirby is not one to leave food behind. DDD is a little clumsier about it. That's for certain. His hammer? He's always carrying his hammer, though. What are you talking about? Maz is always carrying his hammer. How could he drop something that he's always carrying? A Waddle Dee? You know what? I like a Waddle Dee. They've been missing since Brawl. Phoenix Wright just finds a poor little Waddle Dee on the side of the road next to the Chow that Sonic left behind. Just a missing Waddle Dee. The one that was never found in Forgotten Land. What else? Ooh, that's a callback. The DDD badge from Subspace. I like that. Subspace emissary DDD badge. Yeah, that's a callback. That's a fun callback. Yeah, the badges that were designed to turn fighters back to normal if they were trophies. Okay, one more thing for DDD. A piece of the Star Rod. It's already back together, though. It's also an item in the game. Didn't DDD steal a slice of cake from Kirby? No, no, DDD didn't steal that. DeRoach did. A drum? You know what? Why not? King DDD drum. Yeah, I'm down for his. Yeah, I'm down for his drum. Okay. Cool. So DDD's done. Next is Captain Olimar. What is Olimar's crime? What has Olimar done? Slavery? It's not slavery. It's symbiotic. Yeah, it's symbiotic. Pillaging? Is it really pillaging if nobody else wants it? Debt? That wasn't his fault. Also, being in debt isn't a crime. Not paying off your debt is, though, but he helped fix that. Endangerment. Reckless incompetence of spaceflight. He's not abusing the animal. He's not abusing the Pikmin, though. Not intentionally. He forgot Louis. I'm down for abandonment. Especially if you do leave the Pikmin behind at the end of the day, then yeah, abandonment probably is the worst he's done. Like, the worst that I can think of anyway that he's done. Yeah, he forgot Louis. And all that fun stuff. Alright. So what are some of Olimar's items? I think pick carrots are an easy one. He does love his pick carrots. The bottle cap, yeah, I'm down for that too, because yeah, that was like a souvenir he brought home. It was like a soda cap, wasn't it? I believe. Like, it wasn't actually, it wasn't like a bottle cap, it was like a soda cap. Like, he brought it home as a souvenir for his kids, and then his friggin' boss took it to pay off the debt. But I can see him maybe grabbing another one for himself. We can do a, oh, what are they called? What are, like, the little, candy pop buds, I think? Pikmin candy pop bud. No, not those. They're like the plants with, like, numbers on them. And they have the specific colors where they can change colors. Pellets, thank you. Like a pellet. A ship part? It's funny. No, his piggy bank. His piggy bank. The secret safe. Alright, one more thing for Olimar specifically. And then we do gotta do Alf separately, because Alf is, even though they're the same character costume-wise, the same character, they're just costumes of each other, Alf is a different character, I feel. The Doomsday Apparatus. Gears. I'm doing Alf separately, but skipping Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Well, because Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard can actively switch between each other. And he's not trying to convict the Pokemon, he's trying to convict the trainer specifically, because it is the moveset is Pokemon Trainer. But Olimar and Alf are two different characters. Onions. His ship. Well, he has a ship in the final Smash. Sort of. His jetpack? He has a jetpack? Does that mean we're doing all the Koopalings separately? I thought about it, but decided against it. I am doing them separate from Bowser Jr., but I'm just gonna count the Koopalings as all one character because that's a little tedious. Doing all 7 of them separately. So I'm gonna just do the Koopalings as one character, but they are separate from Bowser Jr. Because that would be a little tedious. Trying to go through all 7 of them. Fruit juice? Save that for, Alf. In fact, I'm willing to put that down right now. Pikmin. Fruit juice. Yeah, we can put that down immediately for Alf now. Because that is evidence that would make sense for Alf specifically. Because the difference between the two characters is that, so Olimar is a Hokotation, Alf is from Kopai. Hokotations are vegetarians, Kopai are strictly fruit eaters. So Olimar's species only eats vegetables, Alf's species only eats fruit. He's Captain Logs, that's good, that's good. That's a good one. Here we go. Yeah. That's a good one. The Captain's Logs. Cool. Alright. So now, what are Alf's crimes specifically? What crime has Alf committed? Louis? Oh my god. Louis would be just like Wario. Louis has committed all of the crimes, but Louis is not here, thankfully, so we don't gotta worry about Louis. But what are Alf's crimes? Smuggling? He's not smuggling. He's there. He's on the planet on official business, literally to save his species from endangerment. Make Louis evidence? Nah. The less we talk about Louis, the better. What would Alf's crimes be? Let me think. Louis denier? Yep. Yeah, I am a Louis denier. Louis is a piece of shit. A rock Pikmin? They are missing from the moveset. Yeah, I can do a rock Pikmin. I don't remember what some of the power-ups in that game were that you can get. Let me see. Pikmin 3 power-ups. Yeah, the spacesuit upgrades. There is the bitter juice, too. Yeah, the spicy spray. Poco? What's Poco? Oh, that's just money. Okay. What's the worst thing you can do as a Pikmin captain? Well, as we've seen from Louis... We could probably also just give Louis a pellet, though. Because that's specifically for the Pikmin themselves. And again, this is a case where, even though they're two separate characters, they are the same character Smash-wise. Because they're costumes of one another. Oh, we could make it a different color pellet, though. That's a good point. Here, I will just do this. Whee! That's not correct. Hold on. Whee! There we go. Blue pellet. Everything was green! Alf's crime was he was too... What do you mean he was annoying? What about him was annoying? Flying the ship while drinking juice? Oh no. He was a bit of a reckless driver though. Cause like, he was driving the ship when it crashed randomly on the planet. Though, everyone crashes when they come to that planet. Though he did crash a second time when they were heading to the snow area. So we could just put it down for reckless driving as well. Yeah, reckless flying. Yeah, that works too. Reckless flying. Alright, so ideally we want at least 2 more pieces of evidence for Alf. We probably can just use a fruit. Because we got the fruit juice, but we also could just use a fruit. Like, let's see here. Here we go, a sunseed berry. Just a basic strawberry. And then one more thing that ties Alf to the crimes. My first immediate thought was Charlie's rubber duck, but that ties Charlie, not Alf. A bomb rock? Yeah, why not? Just have something. Let's see here. Here, Maya, you carry this. Alright. Cool. Next up is Lucario. So what are Lucario's crimes? Oh, you know what? I did forget about that, actually. Hold on. Alf did have, like, a gamepad that he used. Like a... Hold on. Instead of the bomb rock, let me see here. Alf's... What's it called? Gamepad. Copopad, I think it was called. Copopad? Hold on. Pikmin. Copopad. The Copad. The Copad. Yeah, here we go. He dropped his Copad. That's even better. Okay. Yeah, so back to Lucario. What are Lucario's crimes? Aura farming? You know what? I'll take it. That's just funny. Aura farming is now a crime, guys. That's so stupid, but I love it. Okay, so let's look at a lot of the held items that Lucario specifically can drop. Either Lucario or Riolu that can drop in Pokemon games. Let's see. Pokemon... Lucario. There is, of course... Well, we actually can't use the Mega Lucario X-Site because he does use that for his final Smash. So it's not like he's not using it. Let's see. Okay, so in Legends Arceus, he can drop things like the Ball of Mud, an Iron Chunk, EXP Candy. We can do both those. We can do the Iron Chunk, because he is a Steel type. And we can also do the EXP Candy. Yeah, Riolu fur. Yep, there's that. So here, I'll just, Pichu fur, that's Igglybuff fur. Pichu fur again. Yeah, okay, so... And it's funny, these Pokemon don't have any material drop because the starters don't drop anything in Scarlet Violet. You see Riolu. Where is Riolu fur? Hold on. You sure it was fur? Yeah, let me just grab this real quick. Riolu. Yeah, it was fur. Okay. Riolu Fur. Okay, so 2 more things for Lucario. They do drop Seeds of Mastery, actually. We can do that. Seeds of Mastery. And then lastly... anything else of note? Soothe Bell, eh. Alright, have a good day, Marks. You know what? At this rate, I'm just down for the Soothe Bell, just to make things go a little faster here. All right, that's fine. Where is it? Here we are. Okay. Next is Rob. What the hell do we do for Rob? Like, actually. Rob's crime was Oh, that's true. He did commit some crimes as... yeah. Manufacturing of Doomsday weapons. That's a good point. Yeah, he was the ancient minister. Alright. His ancient minister disguise? Yeah, or at least his mask. Yeah, the ancient minister mask. Well, not a mask, the hat, specifically. Even though the hat was destroyed, and fought in flames, but whatever. Let's just say another one couldn't have been made. A broken piece of the subspace bomb? Bro, good luck trying to find a broken piece of the subspace bomb. Let's try to also actually look at games that Rob did have a part in. Like, there are gyros, which there are more than one of those, so we can do a gyro. Why does Toon Link have the broken pot? Because it's funny. It makes sense for every Link to be smashing pots. A NES or an NES? Oh yeah, we could just do the console itself. Remind me, what console was Rob for? What was it? Was it NES or was it SNES? The pucks from Stack Up? Yeah, we can do that too. It was NES, okay. Yeah, so the pucks from Stack Up. And then, yeah, just the whole NES. Maya's like, I'll take that. Oh, yeah, it's evidence. It's ours now. Just the whole NES console. The fruit from Gyromite. There were turnips. There were also dynamites. We could do dynamite. Gyromite. Dynamite. Gotta find, like... Let me go to the Spriders resource for this one. Well, no, I'll just type in dynamite. There we go. That works. Alright. So Rob actually ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be. Cool. Alright, Toon Link. What are Toon Link's crimes? Does piracy count? Did he actually count as a pirate? Probably not. He like sailed with pirates for a bit, but did Toon Link actually partake in pirating ability in pirating himself? What are Toon Link's crimes? Changing the weather for his own gain. Guys, the government conspiracies are true. They are changing the weather. I guess we can just go with piracy. Probably the closest we're gonna get. Alright, so what are some of Toon Link's, specifically, Toon Link's crimes or evidence against him. And no, we're not doing the Wind Waker because he does carry that in his moveset for a taunt. The Butterfly Medallion, that's a good one. Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Butterfly Medallion. Is that what it was called? No, it was a Joy Pendant. It was called the Joy Pendant. I knew what you were talking about. I just forgot what it was called too. The Joy Pendant. That's a good one. The Tingle Tuner. Yeah. That's funny. That's a funny one. Okay. The boat. The skull accessory? What skull accessory? Yeah, there were monster drops in that game, weren't there? Skull necklaces. The skull necklace. Yeah, we can do that too. Kind of got 2 necklaces, but whatever. If we come up with something better, we can do that instead. But for now, it's fine. The camera from Wind Waker. The Picto Box, that's right. Yeah, cool. Alright. Toon Link was easy. I'm down for it. Alright, cool. The Pirate's Charm. I kind of do want to have something different from a necklace, though. Hold on. Let's get rid of the skull accessory. Let's try to find something a little different. Iron boots. Yeah, those are an item that's... Okay, so what's a Wind Waker specific item that he does not use that he does not use in the moveset? The hammer. We do see other Links use hammers. What about that what was it? Like the pre-grappling hook. It was like a it was like a claw. Like the pre-claw shot. It was like a rope with the claw on it you throw. Specifically to swing. What was that called? Because it wasn't the claw shot. Claw rope? I don't remember. Oh, grappling hook. Yeah, there we go. That works. I'm down for that. Because we really don't see any other Links use this kind of item in particular. It's usually just the claw shot. Or something akin to the claw shot. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, and the last one for today on the Brawl roster. Wolf. Another one that just commits crimes. I guess what's the crime that Wolf is most notable for? Space piracy? Is Wolf a space pirate specifically? I know he's like he's kind of another mercenary team like Fox, but he's willing to take on any job. Because he was hired by Andros. Can't let you do that. Assassin? Yeah, he kind of is one. He is a hired killer. Yeah, assassination. Yeah, he is an assassin. Like he's literally a hired killer. Alright. So now as for the evidence against Starwolf. Yeah, because we kind of struggle with Fox and Falco, too, a little bit. Because we're still missing something for one piece for Fox. And honestly, I'm actually gonna cut this one out of this one out of Fox's, because Fox doesn't throw his around. Falco does. Falco, I can see as somebody who may accidentally like lose his from kicking it around. Scouter, Blaster. His Scouter. Yeah, he is missing that in... Yeah, we can do that. Star, Fox, Wolf, Scouter. Don't really see a good picture of it, though, is the only thing. Wolf O'Donnell. Here we go. We can just use this. Oops. There we go. Okay. Just grab this boy right here. There we go. You know, I forgot that some of the Star Fox games had multiplayer where you can actually find a variety of weapons. We can probably also use some of those for Fox and Falco, too, potentially. Where's his legs? Don't worry about it. In the trailer of Starlink, he ate something, but of what? Nobody knows? Now you got me curious. Star. This is actually a pretty good cutscene, too, dang. Shame Starlink didn't do that well. There's Pigma, yeah, Andrew. I'm trying to find Wolf specifically in this. Something not from Corneria, we know that much. Okay, I did not see any of Wolf in any of those cutscenes. Wait a minute, hold on. I just skimmed through the video and I did not see Wolf once. Where's my boy? You found a vid with it? Yeah, if you can link that for me, please. I'm not finding it. It looks like the leg of a crab or something. Like some kind of insect leg. Oh, he didn't even like it. Okay, well. If it's a Starlink thing, I probably can't use it anyway. Alright, I was curious enough about it, but alright. So yeah, so what else is there for Wolf? Tag poster. Oh yeah, there was a wanted poster for them, wasn't there? Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, here we go. Wanted. Yeah, there we go. Star Wolf wanted. That's some evidence of if wow, Leon is only worth $10,000. Dang. And Leon's been at it longer. What did Panther do to get higher than Leon? When can we expect another video for What If? Whenever I finish the one I'm working on. And you want to see Kratos, specifically the Norse God War games, because that was the only ones I played. I mean, when and if I ever get around to Kratos, it will be for every aspect of him. I can't immediately think of anything else for Wolf. Will I end up playing through Star Fox because our Starlink because of the Star Fox integration? If I could even get a, probably not. And even then, where am I gonna find a lot of like those toys for it? I'm not even sure where I'd find those. Cause I never got it originally. Like I never played it, so. I'm not even sure where I'd get it nowadays. And that game's been all but discontinued by this point, so alright. Well, I can't immediately think of anything else for Wolf for the time being, because again, I gotta play more Star Fox games to really get like an idea. You can get it digitally? Alright, well, we'll see. It may depend. But alright, that does it for the Brawl characters then. So yeah, so we weren't able to finish Dark Pit. We got nothing for Ike. Pretty much nothing for Ike. We finished just about everybody else though, so it's really, yeah, Dark Pit, Ike, and Wolf were the ones that we struggled the most on. Everyone else we got pretty well. And yeah, I still gotta go back and get, yeah, Roy, Lucina, Crom. More for Captain Falcon. Are we really missing one for Luigi? Wow. Yeah, couple more for Fox, one more for Kirby, two more for Yoshi, more for Samus, or Dark Samus. Yeah. Alright. Alright then, guys. Looking good so far.